What's up, guys? I'm Isaac here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and today I have the 2024 Harley-Davidson Tri Glide Ultra. This one we just got in here is rocking the vivid black with the new red rock combination all over it. You've also got plenty of chrome trim, letting this trike keep its iconic classic styling all over it. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the Harley-Davidson Tri Glides, essentially what you're looking at is the front end of the Harley-Davidson Ultra Classic or Ultra Limited, and what you've got is you've got that batwing fairing fixed to the forks, and you've got a full-length front fender, you've got lower fairing, and pretty much everything you would expect of a classic touring motorcycle from Harley-Davidson up in the front. But then when we move into the back, that's where the fun really starts to happen. You have that classic tour pack, very similar again to what you would see on that Ultra Classic, but underneath that, then you have the trunk, where you have plenty of luggage room to throw in on this motorcycle. So if you're looking for the perfect motorcycle for one rider or two to really put some miles on in comfort, the Harley-Davidson Tri Glide Ultra is really a hard motorcycle to beat. So for 2024, what's new? We're really not seeing any crazy changes on this motorcycle. Of course, we're seeing this is one of the first new paint sets that we've seen on this bike. This particular one we've got here is rocking some more of the rider safety features, such as ABS as well as traction control. So that's pretty nice to see going on to these motorcycles. So now let's talk comfort. What kind of comfort are you looking at for the rider here? So starting off with the front, you do have that full length dresser style front fender, so it's going to catch a lot of the rain and rocks, stuff like that. That's going to be kicking up. Then behind that, you actually have the lower fairings, and now with these being that it's a full touring 114 Milwaukee 8, you've actually got liquid cooled heads on this motorcycle, so that's going to help it a little bit better when you're stuck in traffic, but you're still rocking that air-cooled motor with some of the benefits of some liquid cooling here. And those radiators are actually housed inside the lower fairings, so that's going to be pretty nice, as well as these things helping block some of that wind off, particularly in these winter months. Now, they do have little vent doors in there, so when it is a little bit hotter, you can open those up to kind of shoot a little bit more air on your legs and get a good breeze flow in there in the cockpit. If you want some more air flowing through there, you've also got nice little deflectors here on the sides of the batwing, so you can actually just tilt those in, and you've got a nice little vent, so as air is coming off the batwing, you can get caught in here, and then it can be shot right up there around it. So you're getting the weight of the wind off you, so it's a lot easier of a ride, but you're also getting a lot of that breeze and fresh air in there as well. And which brings us to the batwing fairing. So of course, this is the iconic part that we've seen from Harley-Davidson for quite a while. You do have the vent underneath to help balance out that air pressure, so you don't have to worry about buffeting quite as much. And then you have a nice taller windshield to help out with that even more. So we want to talk about rider comfort. So what we're looking at here is we've got bars with a nice pullback, so it's very relaxed riding position. A seat that's super comfortable for both the rider and the passenger, both of which are going to be enjoying these nice floorboards, so that's a nice added bonus. But for the passenger here, they've got this nice cozy backrest, their own speakers, and some handles to grab onto in case the driving of the person in the front seat starts to get a little nervous up there. Now, this seat also has the slit in it, so that way if the rider wants their own backrest, they can certainly get that put in there as well. Now, if they want to communicate to each other, this motorcycle also comes with the hardwire hookup as well as the headset, so that way you're actually able to plug in up here on the center console as well as right here on the side of the seat, so that way both the rider and passenger can communicate to each other without using any sort of wireless headset there. Pair all those comfort features with the stability of having a three-wheel motorcycle, and you've got a setup here that's going to be great for the long haul. Now, if you're making some of those longer trips, you're going to be thinking about your storage capacity. So the first thing you're going to have to store is going to be your phone. So on these models, you actually have a little door on the right side that you just push and release, and then you can actually put your phone in there and hook it up to the infotainment system if you don't want to use the Bluetooth, or if you just want to charge it in there. That'll work for you there. So then moving on to the back, what you're looking at here is your two main storage options. It's going to be this massive tour pack, so you've got a ton of room going on in here, and you've also got a little storage compartment there, so you can keep your owner's manual or any registration, stuff like that in there. Now, the really cool feature here that we're seeing is the trunk. So we'll press this button to release it, open it on up, and you've got plenty of room here to throw a couple duffel bags in and whatever else your heart desires, really. So that way you've got all your stuff there, good to go for whatever hotel you end at or campsite you're at there. So now that you've seen the comfort of this motorcycle as well as the storage, let's show you all the other features you got going on up here. So you've got dual rotors up on the front, as well as a rotor on each back tire, so you've got plenty of stopping power for this thing. You've got a bright LED headlight, plenty of bright LED passing lamps or fog lights, and then you've also got some halogen turn signals on the back. Now, the lighting setup in the rear, you've got the halogen brake lights on each fender, but then you also have the LED brake light across the back of that tour pack you're looking at. Then inside the cockpit, you've got that awesome infotainment system, GPS, music controls, radio, Bluetooth, plenty great system that's gonna make navigating a lot better, and it's gonna make riding on the interstate for a couple hours a little more enjoyable. This motorcycle also has an electronic reverse, so it's a pretty heavy motorcycle, but it's set up so you really shouldn't have to move it by using your feet any. So you can drive it forward with, as you typically would a motorcycle, and then it has your electronic reverse, so you can just back it up out of a parking spot pretty easy if you need to. Also has a parking brake, so it keeps it nice and secure when you have it parked. And let's see what else we got going on here. We got that 114 Milwaukee 8, plenty awesome power going to a 2.2 exhaust. You already talked about the ABS and the traction control. Then you got your tour pack, the brake lights, your antenna here to pick up all your favorite radio stations. And other than that, that's about it. So as promised, I'll go ahead and show you how a rider looks on this motorcycle. So I'll go ahead and throw these foot pegs down here so it's a little bit easier. There's a couple ways to get on this motorcycle. What some people find is easier to actually kind of step up with the passenger pegs. So they'll actually kind of stand up here and reach across and go over. There's a lot of different ways to get on this bike, but very comfortable, nice and relaxed. To put that backrest right there would be perfect. And yeah, we're good to go here. So these bars have a little bit of adjustment, so I can rotate them forward or up if I needed to. But right here's plenty perfect. So if I wanted to play the role of the passenger, I'd kind of scoot on back here. Oh yeah, this might be the move back here. You got armrests rolling back, you're up nice and high, and you just kind of point at everything and wave at everyone in the parade. You're good to go. This is, riding this bike might be fun, but riding back here is equally fun. So if both you guys can ride, just swap back and forth when you want. You know, they let one rider take all the boring interstate riding, and then the other rider, when you get some more scenic stuff, they can sit back here and kind of look at everything, wave at everybody, take some photos, all that kind of stuff. So good spot right here for sure. So that is the 2024 Harley-Davidson Tri Glide Ultra. So if you're looking for the perfect motorcycle to go ride out to bike night or go cruise up and down the Blue Ridge Parkway, then this motorcycle might just be it. So awesome motorcycle for the rider and the passenger. Lots of comfort, lots of storage options, lots of great tech on it, but also not too complicated. Overall, just a awesome three-wheel motorcycle that's really going to give you that comfort, stability of not having to balance one of the larger Harley-Davidson touring models. So if you have any questions about trikes or other motorcycles here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, be sure to stop by or give us a call. And in the meantime, ride safe, and we hope to see you soon.